Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at forehand variations this week, and we started off the week with different grips for the forehand. Then we looked at different types of stances. Yesterday we looked at backswings, and today we're going to look at finishes or follow-throughs on the forehand. Okay, we're going to look at three specifically today. And the first being traditional. And I think this will ring kind of familiar with a lot of you out there because so often we hear what? Catch your finish, right? So that traditional finish idea from contact is get that non-dominant hand involved possibly, maybe catch the finish. But, you know, a lot of times I get a little afraid of the idea catch the finish because it occurs a little too quickly right after contact. People get to contact and then they think, well, I'm supposed to catch it. So sometimes it's occurring a little too abruptly. The idea I really want you to lock into for kind of the traditional finish is just keep the racket hand close to that opposite shoulder. For me, that left shoulder. So if I swing from contact and I think about everything getting up somewhere near that left shoulder, whether I get a little outside, whether I actually catch the finish up over there, you know, left hand tucked down a little bit. Again, we want the idea that we're taking the ball at the waist, and the traditional follow-through is driving up around to that opposite shoulder. All right, so let's have a look at a couple of those real quick where I'm bringing the racket. Okay, there I caught it. Let's see one more catch. Okay, let's do one where I don't catch it, but I'm still locked into that idea. Any one of those. Pretty traditional, and generally what I'm trying to do with that ball is just hit my nice, standard, steady forehand ground stroke. Okay, second one would be buggy whip, or that vertical finish that we see Nadal hit a lot. And that really is a great follow-through to use when you want to get extra topspin, or you're dealing with a ball that has heaviness to it, meaning either pace or spin or a combination of both. Because the vertical or buggy whip swing can allow us to play the ball at a little later point of contact. And the reason it's good to hit that ball a little bit later is because the racket is forced in that vertical fashion. And as the racket comes vertical up the ball, that is what is producing a ton of topspin. All right, so let's look at the buggy whip or vertical finish, and you guys will see, you know, if I really kind of get run out, pushed back, or generally just thinking that I want more spin, this is a great follow-through to lock in on. What I really possibly think is the best thing about that swing is it promotes aggressiveness and looseness. You cannot get away with the buggy whip follow-through swinging slow and tight. The ball will not go anywhere. So in a pressure situation, the buggy whip is great because it really forces you to release the swing, and that's what we want to do under pressure, is release the swing. All right? So the third one is the windshield wiper. And really, I think I use this mainly on low balls where I still want to get some topspin. All right? It becomes pretty easy as I reach down low to take the racket in this windshield wiper fashion from right to left, and kind of the calling card of this swing is that the strings are visible to mark the entire way through that follow-through. Most every other follow-through, the strings, the side that I hit with, disappear from Mark's view for a little bit. Okay, so that's an easy way to lock into that windshield wiper follow-through, is the strings are going to stay visible to Mark. Use this on low balls when you want to get a lot of topspin still. Let's have a look here. Okay, and you can see I'm just wiping up the back of that ball. Significant topspin from a low position. Pretty easy swing to execute. It's just occurring in front of my body where that buggy whip or that vertical tends to be back next to my body. So that's an easy way to kind of interchange those two swings. All right, so forehand variation. Those are the three follow-throughs that I want you guys very familiar with and practicing. I'd like to close with this. I I personally don't really ever think about my follow through. I think the situation tends to breed what finish I end up using. If the ball's pretty standard sitting out in front of me without really thinking about it, I just kind of lock into my traditional. As the pace comes in and I got to get some spin back to stay in this point, I tend to just get into buggy whip. So release the swing with the intention of just staying loose, and the follow through, all three of those, will tend to kind of just magically happen for you. It's a pretty cool feeling to have, not really having to focus on each one of those swings each and every time you're hitting a forehand, okay? So that's all I got for you today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 3/4 Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well, and we'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lessons.